Today we're going to be going over something called scientific notation. If you don't know what scientific notation is, it's basically an easier way to write really big numbers or really small numbers. So for example, we have the number 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think 1 billion. We have 1 billion. So what we need to do is we're going to find a way to write 1 billion. Or no, this is 100 million. Sorry. We're going to find a way to write 100 million. This is 8 zeros. We're going to find a way to write 100 million in an easier way, since if scientists or mathematicians are using the number 100 million in their equations, they don't want to write out 100 million like 50 times when they need to use it. So instead, they use something called scientific notation. What that essentially is again, writing a simpler form of this huge number. So the decimal point of all numbers, like 5 or 10, is always after the number ends. So in this case, it's after this 0 here, because that's when the number ends. It goes into like decimals, or it's like after the decimal. So the decimal is all the way back here. What we need to do is we're going to move it all the way up to this first number here, which is 1. So that means we have to move it up 1 spot, 2 spots, 3 spots, 4 spots, 5 spots, 6 spots, 7 spots, and 8 spots. Now the decimal point is here right in front of the 1. So now we have 1, and there's 8 zeros after it. So what we can do is if we do 1 times 10 to the power of 8, that essentially just adds the 8 zeros after, because 1 times 10 is 10, 1 0, 1 times 10 to the power of 2, which is 100, 2 zeros. If we do 1 times 10 to the power of 8, that'll give us the 8 extra zeros that are behind 100 million here. So now we just got this super huge number, and we just shortened it to 1 times 10 to the power of 8. If we have a number like 100,000, so the decimal point for that number is all the way here. We have to move it all the way up to the 1, like I said before. Or let's just make this 500,000, just to give like a better. So let's move it up 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space, and we moved it up 5 spaces, because the 5 is our starting number. So now we have 5 times 10 to the power of 5, since we moved it up 5 spaces, that means there's 5 numbers that are after the starting number, so we multiply it by 5 times 10 to the power of 5. But let's say you had a number like 5100000. Now what we would do instead is the decimal point is still back here. We're moving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still moving up 5 spaces. But instead of just writing 5, we're going to do 5.1, because there's also 1 back here. It's not just 0. Because if it's 0, there's nothing we really need to put like behind the 5, because there's always going to be zeros. Like these 0 decimals after this 5. It's 5.00000 going on and on. It's 5.10000 going all the way on. So there's no point in like adding those zeros, because they're already going to be there. But since we have a 1 here, we're going to need to add this 1. So now it's going to be 5.1 times 10 to the power of 5 still, and that'll give us 510,000. So if it's a number, let's say like instead this is replaced with a 2, sorry for that, but this 0, let's say it's replaced with a 2, then it would be 5.102 times 10 to the power of 5. Because whenever there's an actual number, or whenever there's a number that's not 0, we're going to have to extend the decimal all the way to that number. So that's how you write really huge numbers in scientific notation. But what if you have a super small number like 0.000520? That is quite a small number. And again, scientists and mathematicians, they do not want to write this number over and over and over and over again when they're using it in their equations. So now we're going to have to shrink it down to an even smaller version. So the decimal place for this is right here at the top. Okay, so now moving it down like we usually did before, we're going to have to move the decimal point all the way up. So what that would be is move it up 1 space, move it up 2 spaces, move it up 3 spaces, move it up 4 spaces, move it up 5 spaces, move it up 6 spaces, and move it up 7 spaces. But now we have this 0 here, so we're actually going to have to do is write 5020, since the 5 is right here, and we're going to have to multiply it by 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots, so it would be 5020 times 10 to the power of -7. A reason why we're starting at this 5 is, like I said before, this is like a number that's not 0, so we can't write it as like 0 times 10 to the power of -7, because that just wouldn't work. So you have to start at this 5 here and write 5 1020 times 10 to the power negative 7, which this will still give us our answer that's needed. We'll still have 3 zeros in front of 5020, and it'll still give us this really small number, 0.0005020. So we just wrote this super small number into scientific notation here. The reason we wrote a -7 is because it's going backwards, not forwards. If it was decimal points going forward, we would write it as like +7. When it goes forwards, it's positive. When it goes backwards, it is negative. So that's how you write huge numbers and really small numbers in scientific notation. Again, this is used just to have an easier format of writing these numbers, and I hope you learned something new today in this video, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.